Jeannie at Trinity Tree, and today I'm not doing anything really that has anything at all to do with Trinity Tree, but let me check and make sure that I'm broadcasting first. So I'm just going to check my iPad, and if there's anybody out there that's watching and that can see me, you know, just let me know that I am broadcasting, because you know sometimes it's kind of hard to tell until somebody says something. So I'll just hang on for a little bit till I see if there's anybody out there or not, and just if there is anybody. Okay, all right, I see somebody now. So all right, very good. Okay, and I'll just turn my iPad on in case so I can see any comments. Just give me a second. And okay. All right, so like I say, today this doesn't have anything to do with Trinity Tree or home decorating or wreaths or anything like that. I am making whipped cream for my grandkids. This is something that they love better than any kind of dessert that I make, and it's just so easy. I thought that I would share it with you. For so many years, I used nothing but Cool Whip, and I like Cool Whip. It's really pretty sweet though, and when you make your whipped cream yourself, then you can adjust the amount of sweetness. So that's why I'm here. And if you're watching today, let me know where you're from. And yes, this is my new house, and I apologize. You can see my island in the back. I'm still waiting for my quartz to be placed on top of the countertop. And if you look over in the corner, you can still see boxes that I haven't unpacked. And I'm here by myself today. Carrie lives just down the street, but AJ has a junior senior prom tonight. So they're all up at Carrie's house, his girlfriend, and they're all getting ready for that. And so my husband may come bolting through the back door any minute. He doesn't know I'm doing a live, so if he does, we'll just catch him real quick before he can say anything and continue on. But this is a quart of heavy cream. This is just the Walmart brand. It doesn't matter which kind you use, but it's cold. I just got it out of the refrigerator. And I'm going to use my mixer, and it has a stainless steel bowl. Now, it's really important if you're doing whipped cream. It's just like if you're beating egg whites or anything. You want to make sure that your bowl is clean. Of course, it'll be clean, but make sure it's not greasy or has any water in it. Like if you just use your mixer for something else and you're fixing to do this, you just want to make sure that it's nice and dry. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'll tilt the camera down where you can see that a little bit better. Once I get started, I'll put the camera down so you can see it. But I'm just going to go ahead and do the whole container at a time, because this will keep in the refrigerator for several days. Okay, here he is. I'm doing a Facebook Live, so just keep your clothes on and don't say anything. Don't turn the TV on. Anyway. All right, I see somebody from North Carolina, and somebody, I think that's Canada. Marie, are you from Canada? Okay, all right. Well, you know, the hardest part about this is getting the box open. That's always the way it is with something when you're trying to do something. So hang on. Get a knife. All right, so let me get this open. And I always check the date. Are you like that? I check the date no matter what, but you always still got to do that smell test. I'm just going to pour the whole thing into my container and put my whipping thing on. Okay, now this will be kind of noisy, but okay. All right, I'm going to take my camera down so you can see. And I'm just going to let that mix. I've got my mixer turned on high. doesn't take but just a little bit. It's not quite where I want it yet. It needs to be just a little bit stiffer. So we'll let that go just a little bit longer. We're having a rainy day here. I don't know how your day is, but it's just been, it looks like it's cool outside, but it's really not. It's just rainy and some stormy weather. All right, I'm going to show you again. It's just about where I want it to be. Okay, it's kind of hard to do this with one hand, but that's the consistency of it. So it makes nice stiff peaks, and at this point is where I want to blend in the sugar. Now, I like to use the confectioner sugar for this, or powdered sugar. You really can do either one. And you just sweeten it. That's the good thing about doing the whipped cream. You can sweeten it to your taste, whereas, you know, Cool Whip is pretty sweet. And this way, I don't always like mine just really, really sweet. So this is I'll probably start out with about 1/3 of a cup, and then we'll just blend that, and then we'll taste of it and see if it's sweet enough. Just taste that and see how it is. It could be a little sweeter. I'm gonna put a little bit more. In fact, I'm gonna get a little bit more out of the cabinet. Hang on. I should have had more in my cup before I started. I don't use any flavoring or anything in this, just the powdered sugar. And sometimes I have had to use regular sugar, and if you do, I just make sure that I blend it until you can't feel the granules. And the way you do that is just blend it, and then just kind of do a finger test. And as long as you can feel the sugar between your fingers, you know, keep beating it some more. And then I'm going to taste again. And that's just where I want it. So, get my mixer out. Now this keeps in the refrigerator. You can put this in a container, a good sealed container. And that's what it looks like. But you can put that in a container with a lid on it, and it'll keep all week long. My grandkids had rather have this with fresh strawberries as anything that I can make. So we make it pretty frequently. So that's it. That's all I have today. If anybody had any questions, I'll come back and answer them. And I hope you don't mind me doing something that's really not Trinity Tree related. But we just, you know, on a Saturday when you don't have a lot of, well, I could be unpacking boxes. I can't say I don't have anything else to do, because I should be unpacking boxes. I've got Christmas dishes stacked over here. I'm just waiting. I've got to bring a ladder. My cabinets, some of them are so tall in the kitchen that I can't reach the top cabinet. So I'm going to have to bring a ladder in and put my things that I don't use very frequently up in the cabinets, okay? All right, well, that's it. That's all I've got today, and I'll see you next time. And thank you again for watching. Hope you'll share our video. And if you haven't liked our page while you're there, Trinity Tree is our website. It's Carrie and David's website. Carrie's our daughter, David's our son-in-law. And Trinity Tree is theirs, and we sell, or they sell, all sorts of decorations, Christmas decorations, seasonal decorations, wreath making supplies, and we try to do a lot of tutorials. So if you're new to the page, you know, we try to do tutorials to show you how to use some of the products that they sell. So thanks for dropping in. I appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.